Hello world, I'm coming to you today to talk to you about Christians in the workplace. Now, first and foremost, to call yourself Christian is to be a follower of Christ, is to be Christ-like. And I understand that some people, they call themselves Christians, but they're not really practicing Christians. Maybe you were baptized when you were a kid and you only go to church a little bit every now and then, and it's something that was, a part of your family's culture, so you just want to keep up these traditions and stuff like that. And so you don't really want to be lumped in with everybody else. Well, too bad, so sad. When you tell somebody that you're a Christian, especially to somebody who is unchurched and knows nothing about Christianity, they will lump you in with everybody else. And so I just wanted to go over some Christian habits that we should be practicing when we tell people that we're Christians in the workplace. First and foremost is integrity. Every job wants their employees to operate with integrity. Usually it's in some of their company's policies, their moral policies, or things that they go on. Even in the interview process, they'll ask you questions about integrity because they want employees of integrity. And this should be a no-brainer for someone who is a believer. It really should be a no-brainer for people in general, but as a believer, definitely so, because we should not be lying. We should always be telling the truth, operating in truth, being as truthful as we can and as possible. Being truthful as possible is really shouldn't be that hard of a thing, but you need to be honest about why you're late for work. You should be honest in all your tasks. You need to be honest about yourself and where you are. You need to be able to give honest feedback. These are obvious things that we should be doing. Obviously, it's not that consistent because people always have to talk about integrity. And it's unfortunate, but it's definitely something that we should be operating in at all times. Another thing is the golden rule: do unto others as you have them do unto you. I said this so many times in some of my other videos. It's not treat people how you think they should be treated. It's treat people how you want to be treated. How do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, if you were in their shoes, how would you want to be treated? If someone is having a bad day, and they seem like they have a bad attitude, they seem like they're upset, don't go around the workplace talking about them. I don't know what her problem is. I don't know what his problem is. He seems like this. He seems like that. You know good and well that if you were having a bad day, which we all have, you would not want people going around talking about you. You wouldn't want that at all. You treat them how you would want to be treated. How you would want to be treated, not how you are treated. You might feel like you're not being treated fair, so you're going to give people the same energy that they give you. No, you treat them how you want to be treated. You might seem like, well, that's unfair. It just seems like I'm being oppressed and persecuted. Congratulations, Christianity 101. You're going to feel oppressed. You're going to feel persecuted at times. But it's treat people how you would want to be treated. Okay? That's just it. Another thing is drama, murmuring, complaining, backbiting, all that stuff. That's not Christian-like. That's not Christ-like. Complaining about another peer to another peer, how is that going to solve the problem? Go to your supervisor. And if your supervisor doesn't help you, go to another person. Go to the person higher than him. Go to human resources. And you might say, well, I'm not a snitch or whatever else, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, don't talk about these people to other people. That's not solving a problem. That's creating more problems. It's creating a toxic environment. And you don't come off looking Christ-like. I'm sorry, that is the truth. So if there is a problem, there's an issue, you need to try and find a way to solve it if you can, if you're able. And to be honest, and I know some people are like, well, going to human resources doesn't work, going to supervisors doesn't work. Well, it sounds like you have a very unhealthy work environment. And if you have a job and human resources is terrible at your job, I would highly recommend finding another job where the human resources department is great. Okay, I've worked for companies where it wasn't so great and it was absolutely terrible, and I've worked for some where it was fabulous. And when the human resources department was on it, everything moved a lot smoother. Okay, so those are a couple things. I'm not going to talk too long because there's more I'd like to talk about. I'm probably going to do more than one video about this, but I just want to talk about those couple things first and just keep an eye out for some more footage. Amen. Amen.